Fighting For by Brian Courtney Wilson. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is worth fighting for. I just want to tell somebody this morning, get up and stay in the fight. Let me tell you something. I know when you're after something great, the enemy will always give you a gut punch. He's always going to do everything he can to discourage you, to cause you to be disillusioned, because his whole objective is to disrupt you from getting to your destination. But you got to realize what you made of, and you got to remind the enemy every day you're not a pushover. The things you've already survived have given you the strength to be able to survive what you're going to survive now. You know, the great mark of a good running back in the game of football is not so much how many yards they get. It's really a thing called yards after contact. It's when they get hit. Yet it's the yards they get after they get hit. And I'm telling you, when you look over your life at the times in which the enemy hit you and said it's over for you, and you still kept going, man, that meant you are the kind of champion that says nothing will impede my progress to get me from where God wants me to be. So today, let's go get it. It's worth fighting for. Even though you got hit, don't whine about it. Get up and keep running towards the victory. That's the word. And I pray it bless your life.
Man, straight from the book of Derrick Henry, Bishop Walker. That's a good analogy, right?
It is, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, and also the presiding bishop of Full Gospel, the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker. Bishop, let them know how you can be reached.
Hey, everybody, I want you to reach out to me and follow me right now on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Joseph Walker, the number 3. And let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
There it is, man. All right, Bishop, love you, man.
Love you too, Tim.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 10 minutes after the hour. I got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Here's a look at your Thursday morning headlines. Inflation in the U.S. hit an annual rate of 8.2% in September. The number reflects increased costs for food, shelter, fuel, and medical care. Conversely, economist Bill Adams told NBC News that prices and rents are likely to decline in the coming months. In other news, a federal judge has ordered that 33 emails sent to former President Donald Trump by his attorneys be turned over to the Congressional Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 assault on the U.S. Capitol. The House committee looking into the events of January 6 has previously been refused access to hundreds of emails related to the investigation. Additional headlines we're following this morning. Putin had declared martial law in parts of Ukraine. There's been a record drop in home sales, and McDonald's will soon sell Krispy Kreme donuts in some of its restaurants. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Rocky, what's going on in sports?
Stop playing with me.
Man, you got my attention with that one.
Stop playing with me. You better stop playing with me.
Krispy
Not
Kreme
early this morning, sitting up here on the radio line this early in the morning. I know you lying.
Mickey D's, let's go.
Boy, look at here. And they got that good coffee, too.
And that doggone high C orange is back. Come on now. Anyways, man, front point page brought to you by Urban One. There's a power in numbers. We can impact outcomes and change the debate. Take a stance and get out and vote November the 8th. Sponsored by Urban One. Now, I know it's early in the NBA season, but the New Orleans Pelicans looked good last night, man. They blew out the Brooklyn Nets 130-108.
Hey,
Zion
Dave.
Williamson.
Dave, rock sound like James Brown on Fox.
I need to get my hair like his, though. I need to drop. Get that jet black hair, Jack. But Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram gonna be a problem this year. Solid tandem in the league, man. Shout out to Orlando Magic rookie Paul Banchero, dropped 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists in his NBA debut, making him the first rookie with that 25-5-5 in his debut since LeBron James did it. He was the number 1 pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa speaks for the first time since being knocked out by sustaining a concussion a couple of weeks ago. So, let's hear what he had to say.
I wouldn't say it was scary for me at the time, because there was a point where, I was unconscious, so I couldn't, really tell what was going on.
So answer me this. Why in the world are you preparing to play this week?
Exactly.
As I've been saying, he shouldn't even be on he shouldn't be on a practice field right now.
Boy, if you would have played a clip of Rocky Dennis.
That's all I got for my sports report. Gary, what's up, man?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about Jada Pinkett Smith and her wonderful husband, Willard Smith. They're saying, y'all, that they may be on the verge of becoming parents again, Ricky. According to MTO, they're saying that, honey, somebody that's close to the couple said that Jada and Will are exploring adopting a child.
What?
Now, yes, they're saying that they have talked about being parents again, and they're saying that they have engaged, y'all, one of the top adoption agencies in the country. They said they don't know whether they're actually adopting a child or just looking into it, but they're saying that they both are pretty excited about it. Now, they were also talking about that they don't know the age of the child, the race, honey, or any of that, but they're saying they definitely want a child, and they want to bring somebody else into their family again. Now, Jada and Will are already, they have 2 children together, Willow 21 and Jaden 23, and Will also has a son, Trey 29, y'all, from that previous marriage. But now, if you didn't notice, Will is 54 years old and Jada is 51, so they said that they both have plenty of life left, honey, so they could decide, honey, and they say people are definitely supporting them. Isn't that nice, Rick? I mean, 'cause their kids are grown and they bored, and so Will don't go around continue slapping people. They have a child at home.
But there's so many things that they can do. Like, they actors and actresses, and Jada sings and stuff, and they all do a lot of stuff. Will got a whole company. Like, I feel like they super busy.
Yeah, but they finna get this child, baby. They want a child in their house. Because, when your kids it's just like people want a puppy, to have when the kids are gone or what have you.
I think it'll make them closer, don't you think? If they adopt a child, maybe it'll strengthen their bond.
When they gonna have time, though? Like...
So Ricky,
Plenty of time, they got plenty of money.
Would you adopt a child at this age?
Plenty of money don't mean you got plenty of time.
They do. What they doing?
What do you mean what they doing? She do Red Table Talk. She probably got a lot of other stuff going on.
About an hour a day.
He doing movies. They gonna have nannies. Nanny's gonna be raising that baby.
Well, we gonna see. I hope they get him a child. What'd you say, Ricky?
What?
No, at this age, it's I mean, it just depends on what you're doing in your career, but like Brett said, they got a lot going on. I don't know if they would have the time, and then these children be growing up, they get bored, and then they lose their mind.
Yeah.
It'd be cute till they get about 8.
Especially the Hollywood kids that got everything and they get everything and got maids and they'll... Okay.
Maybe they'll adopt a 23-year-old.
I doubt it.
All right, well, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite. The color today is chili powder. On the high end, you say chili powder, and on the low end, you say beautiful orangey red. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, I knew it. He's sorry, and I know y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you all about it up next, though. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, 29 before the time.
Rickety tack, tickety tack.
So I have a hot spot. What up, Brett?
It's being brought to you by Vicks NyQuil. If you have high blood pressure, this is for you. When a cold comes on strong, try new Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is specially formulated to provide maximum strength, daytime relief for your worst cold and flu symptoms. Use as directed. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, your boy Kanye West has apologized for comments made about Jewish people. During an interview with Piers Morgan, of all people, when asked if he apologized about his DEFCON 3 comments, he said no, absolutely not. Piers responded, and the two went at it from there. Check it out.
You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen.
I'm talking about. I'm not a Karen.
To the pain.
I'm not a Karen, and I'm not going to cancel you, and I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying. I think you don't understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments.
God forbid one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years.
It is racism when you say I'm going DEFCON for Jewish people.
I was in a position where I've been hurt, and this is the way I had the right to express myself. Have we grown?
Here's how we grow. Yeah. Here's how we grow. I want you to reflect.
No, have we grown? Have we grown? You're not in charge of my growth. Pierce, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business advice.
Why would I listen to you?
My question for you is, do you now regret saying DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
I will say I'm sorry for the people that I hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I use my platform where you say hurt people. And I was hurt.
Oh my God. And just because you got money, I'd rather be broke and have sense than to be rich and a whole fool.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what Ricky. He said that it fixed anything.
Was that an apology?
What does this money and value have to do with what he said?
That's what I was thinking. Like, where did that come? That was so random.
Yeah.
Right, Maria, be broke. I'd rather be broke and have my dignity than to have all the money in the world and be stupid.
Can somebody just mute him and stop him from talking? Yeah. He need to just go away and just do something different for a minute and get off these microphones and just stop talking, because no conversation he's saying is making anything better. And the more and more people, our people, are starting to really hate him, and they're not praying for him anymore. They're upset.
Yeah, because he's an attention. He's addicted to the attention.
He talked about the pain of my people. Don't speak for all black people, Kanye.
Right.
Yeah. Don't mix us up in your mess.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's convenient for you.
Yeah, Trump supporting and making comments about George Floyd being on drugs and all that kind of stuff. Just saying some real vile, nasty stuff. I can't stand him.
I'm over it. I'm over it too. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got Special K with the, yes.
Make sure you put in the next hot spot, that you do about how tight everybody's budget is, for Christmas, because my budget is real tight. And if you want to see how tight my budget is for Christmas, go to RS Comedy on Yahoo. You'll see how tight my budget really.
I'm rushing to go tight now.
The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour.
Wait a minute, say what, Brad?
I said no, you ain't gonna cut me off. No,
it's tight, dog. That's tight like, oh my gosh.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's tight.
RS Comedy, if you want to see how tight my budget is.
Baby,
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold on.
Tight like that booty.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 13 before the top of the hour, y'all. Special K, what you got, man?
Hey, man, Kanye is a problem. I'm trying to be the solution, man. I got what I think is probably a solution to all the violence going on in America right now.
Right.
Because there's a lot of guns out here on these streets, and we don't feel safe in our neighborhoods, and people living in places like, St. Louis and New Orleans and Chicago and Philadelphia and Birmingham and Atlanta, and just all these crimes going on. Rick, I think the solution is music trucks.
That's what?
Music trucks.
Music trucks?
Yep, that's a van with a big ass speaker on the top of it, and they need to ride through these top violent neighborhoods and just play these songs. And cause I don't think you can shoot nobody if certain songs is playing.
I agree.
Dave, give me an example. Like, let's go through some examples of songs that if you hear these songs playing, you can't kill nobody if the music truck is riding through the projects. All you want to do is find you a girl that got her hair parted in the middle, pulled to the back. And she got a nice little baby hair, and you just want to hold her hand and walk with her. Give me another one, Dave. Give me another one. Give me another one. Now, anybody that still has violent thoughts in your head as you hearing this song playing, you're a true psychopath. You got to be a psychopath to want to kill somebody. I don't care what they did to you.
It's a happy song.
It's song happy as hell, Rock. That is happy, Rock.
Boy, it make you feel
How
good.
Can you shoot somebody?
And I'm a grown ass man, and I will sing this in the shower.
Come on now.
I'm a grown ass man with grandkids. I would sing the hell out of this in the shower.
Give me another one, Dave. Hold on. Give me another. Give me another.
Back when I was a child.
I don't care how trifling your daddy was or is. He could have been on crack, cocaine, alcohol, punch your mama in the chest in front of you. I don't care how low down and dirty your daddy was.
This will make a thug start crying, okay?
You gonna think about that dude. You gonna think about Willie Sr.
Hey.
Willie Sr. You gonna think about it when this song start playing. And you gonna put that pistol away.
How trifling was he, Kay?
Punch your mama in the chest. Wouldn't give your sister no money for an Easter dress. I don't care what he did. You cannot stay mad if you hear this song. Give me another one, Dave. Give me another.
Can you come back? Can you come back there? We'll do a whole segment playing this song, talk about you don't care how bad this dad is, just do. Let's go down the list.
You can have the worst daddy in the world. Didn't come to none of your football games. I mean, didn't come to none of your little league football games. None of them. Low down, just a Willie Sr. wasn't no good. Cheated on your mama with your auntie. He wasn't no good.
Brad, help me. Brad,
he wasn't no good.
Brad, make it stop.
Wouldn't even take you to the barbershop when you had to take school pictures. Your mama had called him a week in advance and said, Junior got to get his school pictures next week. And he needed a haircut. And he wouldn't take you.
It's so sad.
I don't care how trifling. He wouldn't take you to the barbershop. No, you had school pictures coming up. No, you needed a lineup. No, your hair was looking a damn mess. You had just got an S-curl put in. You just needed a lineup. $5. That's all it was $5.
Yeah.
No matter how trifling your daddy was. You gonna love that man if you hear this song playing, and you gonna cry a little bit. He ain't even dead. He just gone.
What
is
his
name? Don't know where yet.
What's his name?
Willie Sr.
Sound like it.
Willie Sr. Or Big Charles.
Maria, turn the heat down. Maria, turn the heat off.
I'm telling you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You cannot stay mad at your daddy if you hear this damn song.
Gary, turn the thermostat down. Got to pass out.
You find out he never did even marry your mama. Him and your mama never was married.
That sounds like part imitating life.
They were just going together all them years. You thought they was married.
But when you hear this song, what?
When you hear this song, you still love him anyway. You love him anyway. Told you he was going to send you $50 for Christmas. You ain't got that $50 yet. You 37 now. You 37.
Oh, man.
He told you he was going to send you that money in 1982.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord.
He said, I got to come to you. I got to come to you.
I got it coming. Your mama, you and your mama at the Kroger waiting for that Western Union to come through, and that Western Union still. Y'all at the Kroger. You know they count that Kroger.
Western Union.
You waiting on that.
Rickey Smiley morning show, baby.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. He taught me how to live my life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that he's one who will never leave you flat. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. He taught me how to pray and how to save my soul. He taught me how to praise my God and still play rock and roll. The music may sound different, but the message is the same. It's just an instrument to praise his name. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is a friend of mine.
Rickey Smiley morning show. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
Hey,
that's First Baptist.
No. That's Jesus is a friend of mine. Now here's the black version. Here's the black version. Yeah. There you go, Gary.
I knew it. Come on now.
Yes.
Come on. Hold on, stop it, Dave. But for all y'all that enjoy these white churches, that's the black Jesus, that's the black, the black folks, Jesus friend. But here go, everybody join Church of the Highlands. Here you go. Let's go hit it again. Jesus. Oh, not that one. Give me the white version. Jesus is a friend of mine if you join the white church. Say what?
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. He taught me how to live my life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that he's one who will never leave you flat.
Hey!
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
Yeah!
Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend with Jesus. Jesus
what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, baby. Somebody is begging back for their money, honey. They lost their money on sale. I'm going to tell you who it is next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 7 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the clue today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Young Jock is pleading, y'all. He's pleading for the person, honey, who he accidentally, y'all, spent $1,800 on Zelle to, and it was the wrong person.
What's pleading?
He pleading?
He pleading?
Pleading? Pleading.
Like he's making a plea?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, what?
Pleading is not a
Throw
word.
some D's on there.
Throw some D's
Throw some
on
D's on there.
Pleading.
Pleading. Oh, I'm so glad everybody's an English teacher now.
Yes, we are. Because you apparently aren't.
He's pleading, y'all, that they sent him his $1,800 back, y'all, on Zelle. He said, honey, the person who he accidentally sent it to blocked him.
Ooh.
They blocked him, honey, and he's pleading that he said, honey, that he said, I know y'all, honey, don't know me, and I don't know y'all. Honey, say, but just please, honey, I'm begging you, please.
Can you
just
imagine?
Send me back.
No, if that person ain't got no money, that feel like that's a blessing from God.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't know Young Jock, they like $1,800. That's a lot of money for somebody that ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but he got it, so he should let it go and make it a blessing.
That's what I'm saying. He should make it a blessing.
Yeah, just let it go. It ain't like he ain't got it.
And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I sent somebody $300 one time by mistake, and you just had to charge it to the game.
Did you know the person, though?
Nope. I
sent
it to the wrong person.
I did, and I knew the person. And it took me forever to get it back. They came up with all kind of excuses. You gonna give me? I said, you gonna give me money?
And then they'll try to manipulate you.
Yeah, then they tried to make a payment plan. Like, let me hit you back next month. What?
I remember when you did that. You were stressed about that.
I did too. I remember that, honey. That person was near and far.
Talking about, girl, my bank tripping, girl. Hold on. It's not me.
And they didn't even say nothing. I had to realize I made the mistake. Yeah. Trifling.
Yeah, but they said, Rick, have you ever made that mistake before, citizen, into the wrong women or anything?
See how you slid that in there?
I go back to that text message and look at that Cash App again. I go back and forth about 3 or 4 times. Not a dime. I can't afford it.
You can't pull it back though when you let it go. It's over.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta pay attention and take your time, because if you go too fast, you
can't stop the bank. Tell the bank to
stop. You can't stop payment. It's not a check.
Nope.
I think if it's Zelle, you can. If it's through your bank account, but not Cash App.
Oh.
Not Cash App.
Right.
Well, let's pray he get his money back, y'all. He could do it as a tax write-off or something.
Oh.
All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Kim Kardashian, baby, they say she is not happy after pictures of Ray J and Kanye, honey, hit the internet. Now, they're saying that Kim doesn't get, honey, what Ray's in-game is. She said she thinks he's being very disrespectful and wishes he would move on already. Now, they're saying Kim doesn't understand why he would want to even pursue this drama so much when he claims, y'all, how much he hates it. She also said that she decided at least to tune him out and remain focused on the things in her life that matters to her. So they're saying, y'all, that Kanye, honey, is finally making moves to finalize his divorce with Kim, and he's trashing her in several recent interviews and whatever. But with Kim being filthy rich like that, she could have him putting a pin, huh? You think?
Well, that's the child's father. She probably don't want to do that to the kids.
The hell with the child's father. He's sitting there publicly humiliating
it's her kids, though. Her kids will be affected if she did something like that real bad.
Oh my, well, honey.
Because it seems like he's still in the kid's life. She still lets him be in the kid's life. He say he coming to the games and he going to this and that. So,
but could you imagine your ex being with your current honey and they comparing notes about you or something like that?
You kind of can't worry about it. People do that all the time. There ain't nothing you could do about that.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I just wish Kanye would really realize how his behavior is affecting his kids and could affect his kids in the future.
Right.
Because I think that they're gonna, it's sad.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Does this excuse his behavior?
Maybe when this song comes on, they'll excuse his behavior.
No matter how hateful he is, how anti-Semitic, how bad he is, self-hating to the black community.
It should just make you want to change your life.
But he's still a father, though. At the end of the day, North still wants to dance with him.
But he should consider that with all these things that he's doing and how it's affecting his children.
Yeah.
Right. Like when he gave out this song, Lord.
I know it's so depressing.
I'm about to start crying.
You really want to jump out the damn window. The Lord is chili powder. On the hand, you say chili powder. On the Lord, you say orangey red. That should go over the day. Lord.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
Gary!
All right, party people, I got your wake up call. Y'all call me up right now. 8669-RICKY, 8669-RICKY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, get out of 8669-RICKY, 8669-RICKY. Here we go. Hey.
Get it together.
This long, this leaves you in your house, you so would be better.
Wake up.
Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on. Just wake up.
Yes, it's your girl, Verena Irvin, calling from Pompano Beach, Florida. I want to wake up my bonus sisters this morning, Kimberly, Tiana, and Cabrion Robinson. Y'all get up, wake up.
Hey, I'm calling from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. My name is Shy. I'm calling to wake up Adair Elementary School to welcome my daughter for Miss Princess for homecoming. Wake up.
Hi, it's your girl, Jerry, from Savannah, Georgia, calling to wake up my daughter, Markayla, to wish her a happy 17th birthday. Wake up.
Hello, this is Angel Beaver from Winslow, South Carolina. Waking up, Logan Elementary School, Columbia. Wake up.
Good morning. This is Audrey calling to wake up my homegirl, Shirley. Hammer time, girl. It's time to hammer down left lane gang. Wake up.
Wake up in Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up. Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You welcome.
All right, y'all, coming up next, man, I got Rickey Smiley Unleashed up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, man, first of all, thank y'all for listening to the show. And we thank all of our listeners. Listen, I'm just going to have a quick conversation right quick. Well, time right now is 29 after the hour, y'all. I want to tell all parents out here, man, I know it's rough out here. And I know y'all are dealing with a lot of stuff. And in today's society with your kids and with relatives, family members, what have you, I just want to encourage our parents. Just give you a word of encouragement this morning, and just with one piece of parenting advice. The first piece of parenting advice that I'm gonna give you: if you like who you are, if you like who you have become, if you like the person that you are, then give the same thing to your kids. And what I mean by that is give kids more of what you had as opposed to what you did not have. Giving kids what you didn't have, or whatever, is creating a generation of entitled people. And as an adult, if you hate entitlement and if you hate entitled people, don't create them. Make them look 2-year-old. My grandson been taking out the garbage since he was 2 years old. 2.
Yes.
2. Dragging, I'm talking about, can't even take the garbage bag out of the garbage can, and I just sit there and wash dishes and let him figure it out, and he'll lay the garbage can down and pull it out, using his ingenuity to figure out how to get the garbage bag out at 2 years old, and drag it across the kitchen floor into the garage. And at that point, I go and help him, and I make sure that he got some lift into it to help me push it into the big garbage can. you know, and giving them stuff and having them out there in the yard doing little chores and little small responsibilities. This is how you create kings. And you wouldn't believe the women. You wouldn't believe the women that came on my Facebook page, disrespecting me and undermining me and trying to emasculate me by telling me, why do you got that baby taking out the garbage and doing work in the yard? And that's the problem, because you got a lot of young men walking around here, that's trying to date your daughters. And if they have a flat tire, he can't even get out and change the flat or fix the flat or do anything to protect your daughter. And he's sitting in the car with the seat laid back while your daughter pump gas while she's driving and paying for the gas.
Message.
Yeah, you and your little boyfriends. Yeah, 2 earrings in their ear at 6 years old and kissing them in the mouth. My little man, as opposed to being his mother. So don't undermine me or whatever. But the point is, everybody out there, man, don't feel guilty for being a great parent. All you tough parents out there, stick to your parenting principles. Stick and teach the same principle. Now, you know, you do, you know, ain't no telephones. You got cell phones now. You have to make some changes with the time. You just can't be all the way old school. But those basic parenting principles, good morning, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, thank you kindly, please, good morning, may I. Take the word want, W-A-N-T, out of your child's vocabulary, because want is a demand. I say, I want a cookie. I say, who you think you talking to? May I have a cookie, please? Absolutely, you sure can. And that goes all the way up into their adulthood. And when they get grown, then you start getting the kind of phone calls that Rock T and Crystal get, that Special K and Shari get, that Maria and her awesome husband get. Your kids are so mannerable and respectful. I'm going to give them the job. I'm going to let them into this program at our university. We're going to give them a scholarship. Sometimes it ain't even a grade. Sometimes just having manners and respect and sense enough to say thank you and please goes a long way with a lot of people like me. Because I'd rather you have some good manners and operate in the level of humility and have home training as opposed to being real good at your job. Because a lot of people are good at the job, but they don't have no damn home training and respect. See, the worst thing you can ever do to me is disrespect me, because I pride myself in being respectful. So when I get disrespected, I'm real mad. I'm on 10. Because I'm real sensitive about how about not disrespecting others. Now I have boundaries, and some people try to mix boundaries up with being disrespectful, but boundary is a boundary. But I want you to stick to your parenting principles. Do not allow the outside environment make you change, right? Because if you don't like what you're seeing out there, these 30 years olds out here murdering and the carnage that's going on, if you don't want your child to be like that and be a part of that, that's affecting our community, stick to your parenting principles that you were taught. And the message is, give more kids what you had as opposed to what you did not have. Let them work for it. Let them wash the dishes. Let them hurt. Let them go outside and fall. Let them fall off the bicycle and get a scratch on their knee. They'll be fine. It's going to toughen them up. And that's what's wrong with today's society. Kids are not tough. So keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Go in your room and cry if you have to. Oh, Lord, I done hurt little Ricky feelings. Let me go in here and cry. But, hey, stand on your principles. I still meant what I said, and I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and that's it. All right? So there you go. So just if you don't like what's going on in today's society, then you be part of the change. Because like my old pastor used to say, charity starts at home. More Rickey Smiley, the morning show coming up. Hey, I'm off of me going down with John Lyon on the ones and twos. What up, John?
I'm good, man. How to do it in a major way for Snoop Dogg, man. He's celebrating his birthday today, so definitely big him up, of course. Yo, make sure you're on Instagram at JAH Lion Sound.
Hey, appreciate it, John Lyon. JAH Lion Sound. Yes, sir. Hey, if anybody want to see how tight my budget is for Christmas, you can go to RS Comedy Band. I got a real tight budget this year with today's economy, and I need everybody else Christmas budget to be this tight so you can save you some money. So go to RS Comedy. make sure you check it out. All right, y'all. Good morning. Who is this?
What? Hey, Shadow.
Hey,
son, I need you to come down to the parking lot, son.
Bro, you coming to work?
Yeah, somebody needs to. Hey, Darius, shut up. Oh. Shut up, boy.
This stupid, man. I can't do this.
You stupid, son. Hey, Rick, come down to the parking lot.
You outside?
Yo, both of us outside.
Uh-oh. What happened?
It's stupid, man. Cause he's showing up trying to get the Christmas bonus and knowing he ain't supposed to be on the clock and not.
I told you. Darius. I had called you the other day, asked you to work for me today, but then I had sent you a text last night, said I'm gonna come to work anyway, and then you gonna show up anyway out here. Rick, we done got to fight out here in the parking lot.
Bro, no, y'all ain't got to thump it.
Let me tell you something, Rick. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
This why he terrible, bro. He terrible. Cause he just like now he gonna tell me to come to work, and then when I show up, and then he mad knowing that he don't be showing up, and he just like them baby daddies that show up around tax time. Well, he trying to get the holiday bonus.
Shut up! Right. You about no holiday bonus. You done showed up, and I told you.
Calm down, Black Tony.
I had texted him and told him don't show up. Then he gonna show it anyway, and I tell him to go home. He gonna talk about he ain't going home because he need the overtime, and he gonna just try to call me inside anyway. And I grab him at the door and push him back. And then the security, they done called the police on that man. The police finna lock us up.
Darius want that check.
No, that's what I mean. Let me tell you something. They ain't finna lock us up. They finna lock him up because he's sitting up walking around with weed in his pocket.
Why you sitting out? He's trying to drive.
That is a dry. That was a dry thing. Black Tony, you can't come up to the radio station with weed, man. This is close, but you know what? This is good news. We making progress because this is the closest you have ever been to work in 3 years, bro. You outside.
Hey, but the police want to talk to you. Will you please come downstairs, Shotty? Just tell the radio folks to hold on for about 30 minutes while you come downstairs and straighten this out.
Let me tell you something, Rick. Let me tell you something. I ain't finna argue with nobody because they say, you know, the saying says, when you argue with a fool and somebody looking at y'all arguing, and then everybody be not knowing who, whatever.
What's up? Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Certain people have good threats, too. That's another thing you got to look out for when you're going to fight people. Threats. Certain people have great threats. Me, myself, I'm not a good threatener. I can't argue. Because I feel like when I argue with people, they say things that's exactly what I said, but a lot better. You know what I mean? If I tell you, hey, man, why don't you just shut the hell up? No! Why don't you shut the hell up? It's like, I guess I have to after that. I don't know what to say. Rednecks are people that you don't want to argue with. Because rednecks have threats that aren't the same. Rednecks, their threats are a little different. You know what I mean? Rednecks' threats make you think. You know, boy, I'm going to take your butt just like I did that pig. Oh, my God, what? What did he say? Has anybody seen the pig? Is the pig alive? I don't want to fight unless I know if the pig is alive or not. I don't feel that safe. That's all that is. You got to know. I've actually ran on friends before. One of my boys got jumped. Like 7 dudes jumped him. I saw it happen too. They beat the mess out of him. I ran. I took off. It's messed up when you leave somebody for dead and they make it. That's pretty deep. Because you don't know what to say to them when you see him again. You don't know what to say. What do you say? If I ran on you and then you survived, I don't know what to say to you. Hey, look who's alive. Hey.
Right. You don't know what the hell to say. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, Amber Rose was spotted with some woman's husband, allegedly. We're going to tell you who he was next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in Celebrity News Week. I'm so glad we just played that song, Janet Jackson. I love that song, honey. And there's a lyric in that song that I really like, honey. That just really makes
Which one touched you?
Go deeper, baby.
How did you know, Brad?
I know you, Gary. I know you.
Dang.
I know.
I thought it was, it feels so good I want to cry.
No, child. No,
I want to go deeper. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a real G for that. Didn't imagine.
Anyway, y'all, here's what's happening in Celebrity News, y'all. Amber Rose, baby. This girl was spotted, honey, hanging out with somebody else's husband, allegedly. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Amber Rose was hanging out with Tiana Taylor's husband, Mr. Iman Shumpert, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the photos published, honey, out there showed that Miss Amber and Iman were sitting on bleachers at a game, y'all, at a football game on Saturday. But they were saying they weren't sitting that next to each other, but they said they was close enough, honey, to spark some rumors, honey. And I'm looking at the pictures now. So they're saying that the news comes after Amber, you know, she complained the other day, Ricky, that there are no good men in the dating pool. She said, why is it so hard, honey, to find an intelligent, sexy, rich, successful, tatted gentleman that also has kids but is not an abusive narcissist, and he's definitely, honey, an atheist but also a feminist. She said, I'm not asking for much.
That's a lot.
Yes, you are.
Ooh.
Tall, tatted, muscular,
Let me just let you know that Iman is not whatever's supposed to be going on. It ain't happening. Tiana ain't playing that, and he ain't playing losing her.
Yeah.
They love each other, and I'm sure him and Amber are just friends or was standing somewhere talking, and somebody took a picture and is trying to create all this stuff. Trust me.
Nowhere without that mask on.
Him and Tiana are good.
Well, they weren't sitting with each other. They were sitting like about a couple of people.
It don't even matter with the blog. They'll put you be sitting on the next row, and they'll angle that camera and make it seem like he's sitting behind you when he's sitting actually on the next row, a few people down.
Right.
Yeah, but Ricky, allegedly, y'all, this is what they're saying. Iman and Tiana have an open relationship, they're saying, but Tiana has made it very clear that she controls who they bring into their bedroom, not Iman. Now they're saying, quote, people be surprised by how the woman initiates a lot of stuff. She said, I'm not poly, but, honey, when everybody heard that me and my husband had threesomes before, they were like, she's willing to do what to do to keep her man. But she said, that was all her. She does all that. So there you have it. So I don't know if I'm Amber Rose. But Ricky, this is really bothers me. What is the world coming to with all these threesome mess? It really bothers me. Is insecurity? Are people insecure?
It ain't that bad.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's just like
you're right though, Gary. You're right. I mean, you know, it trips me out when it comes to like sex and people just have sex with no emotional connection. That's just me, because I know what happens in the world. You know, it's just, I feel like once you do it.
Every now and then. Bring it on home. What you got? Y'all come on in.
All right. What's the next story?
Okay. Ricky! All right, moving on, Ricky.
All right.
Nick Young, y'all, honey, he's saying, y'all, that he could have worked things out with Iggy Azalea after his cheating if the media hadn't gotten involved. He explained, y'all, how he got his baby mama pregnant. She wasn't, honey, home. She left me because, honey, D'Angelo Russell thing. She said, I get her back. He said, then she left me for the chicks at the house thing. So, she left me for a month or so, he told this, honey, a magazine. Things happen. He said, I got where I'm comfortable. He continued. He said, me and my child's mother started bonding during that time, and that's what happened. And it went on and on. He also added, he said, I feel like, honey, she was going through a lot anyway, with like the media was killing her, so she used to get embarrassed a lot. So she was like, this another thing that people are going to embarrass me about. They don't like me anyway. They always talking about me. She was dealing with a lot. He was talking about Iggy Azalea. These people are just crazy. I mean,
I'm so confused. Child, what?
It's too much. Nick Young, honey, talking about, he said the media broke up him and Iggy Azalea. But if y'all put stuff out in the media will say things and they will, do things. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Well, last time I saw he was on boot camp trying to fix it with his baby mama.
Exactly.
Child,
So it's just too much. In my final story, it's too much.
Too much, Brad.
Yeah, I can't take it. My nerves get bad. It's just too much.
It is, honey. And in my
this damn job had you all in everybody's business.
And
I don't want to be in everybody's business.
I know you don't.
Oh, Lord.
Yes,
I know it do make you nervous, because then when they come out, they say that we said when we actually didn't say.
And we
Gary
just
do
read
the story. Yeah, Gary do the story. We make a comment and we get dragged for it. We didn't say nothing. We just want to let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
Oh, all right now.
And the clue today is chili powder. On the high end, you say chili powder, and on the low end, you say beautiful orangey red. That's your clue for today.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the TV. All right, y'all, listen, man, we got something coming up next, man. We're going to be talking about natural hair versus relaxers. Up next, we can find the morning show. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the segment's being brought to you by
the Capital One Venture X card, the travel card for people always asking, where next? Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
All right, y'all. Listen, here's what's going on and what's trending. Black women and some men too. New reports show that using chemicals to straighten or press your hair can cause an increased risk of cancer.
Now, according to the study, women using chemical hair straightening products are at a higher risk of uterine cancer than women who reported not using them. Scientists studied more than 33,000 women and found that those who used chemical hair straightening products at least 4 times a year were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer.
Yeah, and it's important to note that uterine cancer is rare, but it affects black women more because we're more likely to straighten our hair using chemicals. Black women, who made up only 7.4% of the study participants, but also 60% of those reported using straighteners.
And despite the growth of the natural hair movement, some women have said they are willing to take the risk, not only for the ease of care for their hair, but because they still face discrimination both in the workplace and sometimes when dating. And let's not forget that kids face discrimination in school for not wearing their natural hair.
All right, so a 2-part question. Now that you know the risk of using relaxers, will you give them up? And have you ever received backlash for going natural? Hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Maria, did you get that a lot?
I stopped using relaxers, my goodness, a really long time ago. At least 15 years, maybe 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't.
So what made you stop?
I just like my natural curl pattern, you know. You know, there's this saying that black people, our hair grows towards the sun, giving praises to God. And I think that's a beautiful thing, the way black hair grows. And so I like embracing my natural hair. It's just a personal choice for me. Not saying the sisters that get their hair straightened, because I get my hair straightened.
Right.
But I just like my hair in its natural state, and I like the option to wear it naturally curly if I want to.
And all those chemicals just ain't healthy for your hair.
Not, yeah.
Like natural hair and natural hair products are better, you know?
Right. So, Brad, how long you been natural?
Since probably high school.
Are you serious?
Like I wear my hair braided, so there's no need for me to get perms or any of those chemicals. And I got colored a few years ago, and I stopped getting color because it started making my hair like thinner, and it seemed like it stopped growing as fast because those are chemicals as well. You know, it's like bleach and different things that you use to lighten your hair to make it color. So too much color, and if it's not treated right, can damage your hair. So now I'm gonna get some color soon because I took a break from it. But you know, my hair is very much natural, and it's just better that way. It's healthier.
Oh, Rock, what about, hold on, before we go to Rock, Special K, your wife does hair.
Yeah, she's a cosmetologist, but her and my 3 daughters, all their hair, they don't use relaxers in their hair either.
Yeah.
And haven't in a long time. Yeah, because she says it's not healthy for their hair.
It's not.
What about Crystal, Rock?
No, same thing, man. Straight natural. Like, I mean, she Marie was saying,
tell Crystal to be quiet because when she walk around, whatever high school she went to with that damn, Wave Nouveau.
Right.
When nobody's saying nothing with it cut in a V in the back, tell Crystal, I said what I said.
Well, she get her hair straightened all the time. The lady that straightens her hair, it looks like a perm. I'm like, yo, you got your hair perm? Nah. She just off the chain at just straighten that doggone hair.
Yeah, you can get it bone straight. Bone straight. We did it with a hot comb before flat irons. I remember getting mine all on my neck. So an old lady pinching the hair on my neck.
So Maria is Brett, y'all damn, I had a damn ADHD moment. Boy, I need to take my medicine. Does the heat make your hair come out? The heat.
Too much of it.
Yeah.
Yes, too much of it can.
And then there's products like there's heat protectants and stuff like that you can put on before you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole thing with being a woman.
It really
Rickey.
is. Yeah, my wife started out as a cosmetologist too, so she has all the hair products you need for natural hair. Kaleidoscope, yes indeed.
And what's the name of it?
Kaleidoscope hair products. It's all natural hair care products. It's different brands, different lines for all kinds of natural hair.
I got to get everybody to follow Judy. What is her Instagram?
The Real BB Judy, but Kaleidoscope Hair Products is the Instagram as well for all the products.
And it really makes
I use them drops.
Yeah, my wife and my daughters all use Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, and you know, if you need it, we send you boxes, and we look out for our people. So they have bundles and deals and all kind of stuff. They're getting ready to have some really good deals for the holiday.
Okay, all right, cool. Let's see what y'all think. 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Good morning.
So my thoughts is I was natural for 8 years, and I got backlash from my family because they didn't really understand. But I was looking like Miss Seeley from the head just because I was not knowledgeable as far as my pattern and what product to use. So I'm back transitioning, and I do not perm my daughter's hair, so we are all I'm getting back natural. They're still natural, so I'm all for the natural since I especially know the risk, and cancer runs deep in my family. We're going to stay natural over here.
I've been natural for about 12 years, and I won't go back to relaxers, but I will straighten, and that's because I feel like it's linked to fibroids also, so I can't wait until someone comes out with that study.
Well, I do have a relaxer, and I've had a relaxer most of my life, and my hair is extremely healthy. I probably get 2 or 3 relaxers a year. I say you wear your hair how you want to wear it. Nowadays, people are saying everything causes cancer.
So I've actually been natural for about 10 years, and it was the best decision that I've made. I embrace the crown that God gave me. I'd rather rock my natural state than worry about if I got cancer because I put creamy crack in my head. And if you cannot accept me for the way that God gave me, then you can go to the nearest hell.
Oh, wow, the nearest. Gary, that's a new one. We're going to use that one, the nearest hair.
But you know, Ricky,
The nearest.
I perm my hair.
Yeah. Gary, you do got what you use?
I just use regular perm, and I put activator in my hair to curl it.
Gary,
really?
You use natural perm? You don't use the men's,
nope.
the S-curl kit?
Nope, I buy the big perm in the jar. Nope, I buy the big perm in the jar. And honey, I put it on my hair and wash it out, whatever. Then I put activator in my hair, and to make it curls up and stuff. Because first of all, honey, a natural hair don't go well with my outfits, honey. Like I said yesterday, so I'm sorry. Natural hair don't go with my outfits. Natural hair don't go with my outfits.
You mean to sit up on this damn radio show early this morning talking about you get a perm because it don't go with your damn outfit? That's right. Us?
Natural hair don't go with my outfits, just like gray don't go with my outfits.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
So you ain't doing a strain of gray hair. So how do you get to have what you use to color your hair?
Baby, I got some spray in a can, honey. My barber makes sure he mixes up some stuff to put in my hair, and I got the spray, honey, to dap it up in the morning.
They ain't number Sharpie markers.
And no, baby, there ain't no Sharpie markers. Honey, I spray it on a toothbrush, and I dab up the gray parts. That's just I'm not ready for that right now. I ain't ready for no gray. And like I said, it doesn't go with my outfits. My outfits are too, out there.
You got that
for me to have gray hair, to be looking like a gray-haired queen, honey. No, man.
Wait a minute, looking like what?
A gray-headed queen, honey, no. A gray-headed queen. I'm not about to do that right now.
That look better than you coming to church looking like you got some chocolate cake mix in your hair.
Yeah, Betty Crocker, Dutch chocolate cake mix.
No, I have the good kind, honey, the good spray and the good color.
What's them men, them warriors men, them older men, they have like gray hair and stuff, they be dressed really, really nice. The warriors or the foxes or whatever they name is, they gray hair is really nice. But they
got somebody, honey. Nobody want no gray-haired punk right now.
Oh, no. Gary.
That's a slur.
Man,
sorry.
No, that's not true.
I'm still on the market, baby. I ain't got nobody yet, so I can't get no
seem
gray
to be
hair.
working for you either. You still ain't got nobody.
Well, but I'd rather look cute, honey, with nobody than to be looking like a gray-haired queen with nobody. How about
that? Oh, my God.
Just ruined the whole conversation. Marvin is right in the morning, sir. I'll be damned. Can't talk about nothing. You just come in and just ruin everything.
Pass me not, oh gentle savior.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time, man. My brother Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Hey, good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Man, listen, as we talked last week, Rick, there's so much going on in the election front, and I want to make sure that we use this space as a space to educate folks. One of the interesting things, man, that I've been reading is there are more than a few polls out that talk about this might be the midterm elections with the highest turnout ever. What's interesting is 8 years ago, it was the lowest. And when I say low, Rick, only 37% of eligible voting turned out in 2014.
Right.
I mean, that's horrible. That should almost be illegal. If only 37% of the people come out, I know it's democracy means you can choose to vote or not. But when only 37% of the people come out, you do understand that means that the vast majority of the people didn't have their voices heard in who they thought was better. And so 4 years ago, we saw the highest. So in just one midterm, we saw people go from no excitement about the election to extreme excitement and turnout. And that doesn't mean that people liked everything. I think it just means that people understood, and people are starting to understand, especially midterms, that midterms actually might be more important sometimes. Because to them, to citizens, right? Because they don't trust Congress. They don't always believe that the president, they don't love the Electoral College. All of those things, for a lot of local people, make midterm elections, they see the impact more. So I'm going to use the next couple of weeks to go over some sample ballots, because I want you all to really understand this. For those of you that listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show in Toledo and Cincinnati and Columbus and Cleveland, probably some people get a signal in Dayton. I want to talk about the Ohio ballot, Ricky. On the Ohio ballot in 2022, whether you early vote or whether you go in person, there are over 46 choices you have. There's 4 ballot initiatives and everything from U.S. Senate to if you're in, for instance, if I pulled up the ballot for my hometown of Cleveland, there's 46 pieces, and it's everything from Senate to Congress to Attorney General to Governor to Lieutenant Governor, Ohio State Auditor, Ohio Secretary of State, Supreme Court, Chief Justice of the Ohio Supreme Court, Ohio Treasurer, Ohio State Board of Education, Ohio State Senate for that district, Ohio State Representative, and then you've got a slew, Rick, of judges, and judges are really difficult, you all, because judges by law are not able to campaign the way a member of Congress or even a state legislator might campaign. So you can see judges' names up, but they can't tell you what they believe. They can't tell you what they're going to fight for. They almost can't say anything. And so being able to determine what judge to vote for takes a little bit more research to be able to figure out how they ruled. Are there any articles about them? I mean, judges are probably the most difficult to campaign when you're a judge, but they're also the most difficult for us to make a decision on. That's why you all really need to get your sample ballots now, because of those 46 choices, nearly a third of them, Rick, are judges, whether it's Court of Common Pleas, or whether it goes to, like I said, the Supreme Court. You have Court of Appeals. So as we go through some other states' ballots, we're going to see the same thing. So really getting that ballot now. And I recommend that you go to Ballotpedia. I like their format. I think it's easier to read. I think vote411.org is great if you want to they'll help you make a voting plan and verify your registration. But I think Ballotpedia is a much easier platform to read the sample ballot, unless you just go to your Secretary of State's website and get the actual ballot. Before I get out of here, Rick, they've got on the ballot in Ohio Issue 2, which is Citizenship Voting Requirement Amendment, where they literally want to change almost one word to say only citizens can vote versus all citizens can vote, because they do not want immigrants. There are Republicans who do not want immigrants ever to be able to have the right to vote in Ohio. That's not unusual.
But they can pay taxes, though.
Well, here's the thing. Nowhere in the country ever has an immigrant voted at the state or the federal level. There are several municipalities for that reason, Rick, because there are people that are saying, listen, if you pay taxes in this city, if you send your kids to school in this city, then you should be able to vote for those that are doing that. And that has happened at the municipal level. There's only one place in Ohio that has ever even tried to do it. They voted for it, and that's Yellow Springs. And for those of you that don't know, that's where Dave Chappelle lives. After they voted for it, the state Secretary of State, Rick, came and told the people that worked in that district, do not accept any ballots from non-citizens. So, he's pushing that heavily, but there are municipalities in different parts of the country that allow non-citizens to vote. But this is obviously another real push, and it's only by Republicans, to limit the vote versus expand the vote. Y'all, we're gonna go through other states' ballots as we get closer to Election Day, not just Ohio. This is just where we're starting. But please download your ballot. Make sure you know everything on it. That is the way to be the most empowered voter that you can. Rick, the last thing before I get out of here is, did you see Mike Pence laugh when somebody asked if Donald Trump was the nominee, would he vote for him?
Yeah, I saw that.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But,
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he'd be about to suffocate with his mouth closed because he don't have no nostrils. Pinching his nose.
Lord have mercy. Y'all, hit me at Jazz Nation on IG.
He got his ass up out that Capitol on January the 6th. He took his ass in that garage.
Because he knew he was wrong. Plus, he was like, man, listen, if I want to run for president, I can't be attached to this.
Right. He went down to that garage.
The redheads was trying to get at him, though.
Say what?
The red hats was trying to get at him.
Hey,
they had put up a gallows.
Somebody came to it. Somebody came to his house and hit him with a bag of nickels, even though it didn't get reported.
They want to call us monkeys, but the way they climbed that wall on the Capitol.
Them fat tow truck drivers was climbing that 30-foot wall with no rope.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show this morning, man. We are honored to spotlight our friends at AT&T for their Rising Future Makers program. Now, the program aims to uplift and celebrate students from HBCUs who are making a difference on campus and in their communities. So here to tell us all about it and everything that's going on is the Chief Diversity Officer at AT&T, Michelle Jordan. Good morning, Michelle.
Having me this morning.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning to you, Michelle. I am so excited. I follow you on LinkedIn and I had to keep scrolling past all of your accolades to see that you're also a fellow FAMUan, a Rattler. So yes, shout outs to FAMU. So tell us about AT&T Dreamin' Black and the company's commitment to HBCUs.
Yes, I am a proud FAMU grad, and you know what? I am also a mother of a son at Hampton University. So, I feel a personal connection to AT&T's efforts to support HBCUs. So our Dreamin' Black program gives us an opportunity to shine a light on 25 HBCU students who are making a difference in their community and on campus. And it also gives them connections, networks, and opportunities necessary to achieve their dreams. And the beautiful thing about this program is that it shows that we are doing more than giving vocal recognition of the culture. We are sharing resources that they're critical for those students to go into the world and become a success.
Man, that's so exciting. And I understand that AT&T is committed to bridging the digital divide. So how does that show up with HBCUs?
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're asking about that. Yes, we are. And it's tied to our commitment to increasing workforce representation. We are indeed working to make an impact on the digital divide. And, that's the gap between those who can fully participate in the modern online world and those who can't. So, Ricky, we're committed to making sure students nationwide have access to digital tools that they need to succeed, including the possibility of attending an HBCU. As you all know, the digital divide plagues marginalized communities across the country, and part of our work is to help close this gap, and it includes providing resources and support that I mentioned earlier to ensure diverse, equitable, and inclusive workforces for the future.
Well, good morning, Michelle. AT&T Dreamin' Black has also been committed for several years to the goal of empowering our young leaders. Now, what'll be different about this year's Rising Future Makers program?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year, second time, it will be just as exciting as the first. So we're going to continue our tradition of providing the necessities for creatives to really thrive in whatever it is they're working on. So this program helps keep us engaged in really a fun way. But that's not all. We're also connecting these 25 HBCU students with celebrity advocates like entertainment journalist Gia Pepper, who will be mentoring and providing support. But wait, Brad, there's more. We're also recruiting in new ways, and we're working with Black-owned media and entertainment company Oxcord Wars Live to help host live experiences at 5 HBCU campuses this month: Hampton, Howard, North Carolina A&T, Tuskegee, and of course, my beloved alma mater, Florida A&M University.
That's amazing, Michelle. Honorees get $5,000 and a 5G phone. So there's a lot of parents out there of college students who's listening and could use some of this money. How do students enter to become a rising future maker?
I am so glad you asked. Current HBCU students ages 18 through 25 are eligible to apply right now to the Rising Future Makers program, and all they have to do is upload a short video on attdreaminblack.com. Again, that's attdreaminblack.com. Video focus on how they're pursuing their dreams and making an impact in their communities and on campus. And I love what Ricky said earlier about entitlement. This gives our students an opportunity to pave their own way. And so the deadline is October 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There it is. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. One more time, let the people know where they need to go to learn more about the Rising Future Makers program.
Listeners, you can go to attdreaminblack.com for more information on Rising Future Makers and AT&T's Dream in Black initiatives in general. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming on. Y'all give it up for AT&T and FAMU's own Chief Diversity Officer, Michelle Jordan. Thank you. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, this segment's being about America's Best. That's right, y'all. At America's Best, you never overpay for eyewear. Get 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam at just $79.95. It's not just a better deal. It's America's Best. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Thursday morning headlines. Inflation is not necessarily a bad word when it comes to our federal taxes. Millions of Americans will take home a little bit more money starting on January 1st due to a number of inflation adjustments. The standard deduction will increase by $900 to $13,850 for single filers in the next year. On the West Coast, Ricky, a Republican candidate for an Arizona college governing board has stopped his campaign after police allegedly caught him masturbating in his truck near a preschool. TMZ reports that Randy Kaufman was watching interracial adult videos on his cell phone while performing sexual acts on himself with his pants down to his thighs. Wow. In other news, I sure did do that in my news lady voice. Okay. In other news, a Massachusetts woman is facing...
My God.
Move Special K from around me, please.
Ain't running for what?
Arizona College Governing Board.
Okay. Well.
All right. Okay.
No, I'm just saying his
pants were down to his thighs. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Well, in other news, Ricky, a Massachusetts woman is facing multiple assault and battery charges for allegedly releasing a swarm of bees on a group of sheriff deputies.
Okay, you know what, Maria? Hey, Maria. And it's supposed to be the news. Bruh.
These are real things.
Bam you.
These are real things happening in the world, Ricky Smiley. So listen, Ricky.
You doing the most this morning. Now she done went and released what?
She released the bees.
Gary.
She baby. Look out to the picture in there. She's having a picture.
What'd you say, Gary?
She's having a picture asses up. You trying to do her to evict me?
They tried to serve her with an eviction notice, and she said, "Here's the bees."
They got off their porch, didn't they?
All right.
Did Beyonce respond to that, Gary?
Yes, no. We need to hear Beyonce respond to that, baby.
Yeah.
That is cute. I love it.
That's the little Kim Bees, honey.
Is that the real Beehive?
Baby, that's the real Beehive, baby. And this girl, honey, she wasn't even black, honey.
No, she was not. Yeah, she had them bees ready.
I think that go without saying.
She said a swarm.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Oh, yeah. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Rock T NFL picks of the week. Week number 7. I don't give you the over or the under. I'm just going to tell you who's going to win the damn game. Let's get it, man. Thursday Night Football kicks off tonight. The New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals, man. In a weird way, I think the Who Dat Nation gonna go into Arizona and get a win. Pick the Saints to win this game. Baltimore over Cleveland. Tampa Bay. Tom Brady cussed out his entire offensive line last week for not blocking. You better pick the Buccaneers to beat Carolina this week. Shout out to the Dirty Birds. But the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons, will lose to the Cincinnati Bengals this week. Detroit, my Detroit Lions, this is bittersweet. They will go to Dallas and lose. Pick the Cowboys to win that game. Jacksonville over the 5-1 New York Giants. Indianapolis will lose to Tennessee. Green Bay over Washington. The Jets. They got my attention. I said it. Sir. The New York Jets got my attention. Picked them to beat Denver. Las Vegas.
Shout out to my nephew, defensive lineman Quentin Williams.
Yes, sir. Raiders over Houston. The Chargers beat Seattle. Kansas City goes into San Francisco to beat the 49ers. If Tua can play this week, the Dolphins will beat Pittsburgh. If Tua does not play, Pittsburgh will beat Miami. And of course, New England over Chicago. If y'all missed all my picks, go to my social media right now at Rock T Holla, and you can check them out right there. There it is. Pippin'.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rich Mountain Morning Show. 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. Brett got the hot spot. What up?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is a hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Kanye West has apologized for his comments made about Jewish people. During the interview with Piers Morgan, when asked if he apologized about his DEFCON 3 comments, he said no, absolutely not. And Piers responded, and the two went at it from there. Oh, all right. Well, they went at it from there and it got really, really heated. And we're going to move on to the next thing. Rihanna has announced her new activewear line called Savage. Oh, you got it? All right, let's hit it because that's interesting. All right, let's go.
To my pain, you're being a Karen.
I'm talking about. I'm not a Karen.
To the pain.
I'm not a Karen, and I'm not going to cancel you, and I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying. I think you don't understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments.
God forbid one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years.
It is racism when you say I'm going DEFCON for Jewish people.
I was in a position where I've been hurt, and this is the way I had the right to express myself. Have we grown?
Here's how we grow. Yeah, here's how we grow. I want you to reflect.
No, have we grown? Have we grown? You're not in charge of my growth. Pierce, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business advice.
Why would I listen to you?
My question for you is, do you now regret saying DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
Update.
I will say I'm sorry for the people that are hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I use my platform where you say hurt people, and I was hurt.
He don't even sound like
what a
himself.
Narcissist. That's the sound of a narcissist. I would rather be broke and and be in my right mind than to be that damn rich and just the stupidity and just how misinformed he is and arrogant. And I don't know, just absolutely.
And what does
respect.
money have to do with it? What your worth have to do with it?
Right, nothing.
Nothing. And then when he asked him, did he regret
Rich
Yeah,
as
go ahead.
hell and empty. Rich, all the money and have nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
And when he asked him, did he regret it? He said he updates. What does that mean? Update?
Just the new generation.
Yeah, he don't even know what that means.
Got an explanation and a word for everything. You know, not even enough respect to sit down with the president of the NAACP or the SCLC or Minister Louis Farrakhan or people that have been in leadership position in the black community for over 50 years. No respect. No respect. Before you even get out here and go on a tangent like that, sit down and talk to somebody that's been through the struggles, serve the people, have a conversation with Ben Crump and different people that's out here in the communities really doing the work trying to protect and help people. But because you got money, you can go out here and make irresponsible statements like that in White Lives Matter t-shirts and out here running behind the desk, tap dancing for Donald Trump, hugging on Trump or whatever, when he's obviously the most vile, racist president we have ever seen in our lifetime. And he's just terrible. I can't even listen. And I love Gold Digger and all his music, and I can't even listen to it. You know, I just don't support him anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
He could probably forget the running for president. Like, I don't think that's.
It's just a supreme level of arrogance.
Right.
That can't nobody tell you nothing. You can't learn nothing from nobody because you got more money than everybody.
Yeah, well, let's move on to something better because this is kind of disgusting, and I'm tired of talking about it every
shoes that
single
look like
day.
the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Go ahead, Brett.
Rihanna has announced her new activewear line, y'all, called Savage by Fenty. The new line will consist of lingerie-inspired details, vibrant colors, low-cut bras, and bodysuits, ranging from extra small to 4X. She told Vogue, "I want people to feel sexy, carefree, and powerful when they put these pieces on. We think of sport as how you move through your life." She said, "I was inspired by everyday life. Everything is a sport. Being pregnant is a sport. For me, it was about fit and fabric, and I let Adam Selman play with everything else. The pieces are sexy and snatch you, but it's functional, and that's what describes the whole sports collection. Sexy, functional fashion." The new line will launch on November 9th, so congratulations to Riri for constantly securing the bag and giving us fly stuff to wear at the same time. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown with Dwight Stone, and the time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What's up? Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.